Good morning YouTube and welcome back to my channel. We are starting this video in my car because we are at my local Savers and I have 3 garbage bags in my back seat to donate, as you can see. So I just wanted to film my intro and drink my coffee. I actually just bought this coffee because I have no more milk in my house. So I want to drink most of this before I go inside. And then I'm going to also drive over there and donate this stuff before I go in. I'm mostly here today because I have a 30% off coupon. It's my first time thrifting in November, December, January, February, in 4 months. So I'm super excited. I have a few items I want to try to find, so let's hope we can find them. One other thing before we go in case you were unaware, every time you come to Savers, if you donate a bag, they will give you a coupon. And this coupon is for 20% off your entire purchase. All right, you guys, it is time for probably the quickest ever voiceover. So here we are. Every time I enter the thrift store, I always do a lap around and then try to find a section and start digging. For the first time ever, I dug through every single women's section, which I actually think I really benefited from because I saw a ton of different things that I probably never would have looked at before. A lot of the things I was finding were brands that I recognized, and I was really shocked when I was digging through and then I found this. It literally is a Karl Lagerfeld item for $12.50. Currently in the dress aisle, I found a few things, but like every aisle I go down, someone follows me, and it's really annoying. I feel like that always happens here. I asked Mark if he would wear this. We're in skirts now. Not that I really need any, but I like to look. I'm concerned. Who's an adult that's cosplaying as a baby? And now we're back home. I mostly filmed while I was at Savers, but I did go to 2 different Goodwills. I didn't find too much, but I did want to just include a few more items that I did find. So we'll just start with like the home items because I don't have to try them on. It's not that difficult to show you. For starters, I found this super cute like cat treat jar. It's like heavy ceramic and it's got like a nice seal on it. So I'm definitely gonna try to purchase some more cat treats for my cats and put them in here because this is super cute. And then now every time we open our snack drawer, Bubby won't get bamboozled thinking he's gonna get treats because then he'll have to just give her that sound. He gets Pavloved very easily, so it's fine. Tiny brain. At that same Goodwill, I did find this cup as well. It is just like a basic clear cup with like a daisy-ish print. I love vintage glasses like this, but I saw this and thought that this would be perfect to use with my espresso machine because it is, in my opinion, like the perfect espresso sized cup. I'll have to figure out where like my line of guide would be because on my other cup I have downstairs, I use the frog that's on it as a point of reference. So once his hand is in the coffee, that's how I know my machine is done. Another home item that I got for my house was a Pyrex measuring cup. I feel like you can't go wrong with these. First of all, and second of all, this is Pyrex with the all caps. So if you are unaware, all of the new Pyrex is made with lowercase letters, and those are not made as the same quality as the old one. So anytime I see Pyrex with like capital letters, I usually buy it. It's not often I come across it. Also, I've been baking a lot more, or starting to bake, so having another one of these is gonna be very helpful. And then this final home decor item, I honestly actually was not going to originally get it, but then I was like thinking like, I could put that somewhere and it could look really cute. So this is what I bought. It is a wooden cat. I honestly don't know. What I think it is actually for is to have toilet paper. If you are not older like me, I feel like this is like a 90s things. Why did some people in their house have fancy extra toilet paper displays? Like I had a family member who had one that literally looked like a toilet. So the toilet paper would be like the bowl and then you put like this thing on top and it just like looked like I don't know. I don't understand what it was in the 90s and toilet paper displayers. But I bought this with the intention of displaying my favorite book series. I'm sure you all remember this from my other thrifting video that I did recently, my lovely, lovely Douglas Adams collection, and they fit perfectly. So now it's a little mini cat bookshelf. Super cute. And I think I'm gonna keep this in here, in this room. I just need to figure out where, and I need to get the price off. But I only paid $2 for it, so that's not bad. And now we shall get into the clothing items, which I think is going to take the longest. This is honestly the most amount of clothes I've ever bought, I think, in one thrift trip. With this thrift trip, I was trying to keep in mind, will I actually wear it, or am I going to declutter it in a month or two? I definitely found some good items, but I always start in the jewelry because I feel like a lot of the jewelry cabinets at my Savers, how they do it is they give you a ticket. I'm sure most Savers do this, but I don't really know because I've only really been to one Savers that actually has jewelry. Long story short, I was looking in the jewelry cabinets because I'm always looking for something. Do I know what it is? No. But I found the most beautiful watch I think I've ever put my eyes on. And when I was trying it on in the store, I broke it. But I bought it anyway because I figured, one, I could fix it, and I did in the car. And two, today Mark and I are gonna go to the mall and try to get it fixed. So here it is. Dun, da, da, da. It is this like beautiful metal enamel watch. And it opens like this. And then this is the arm that's broken. Maybe you can actually see this way. The arm is starting to lift out of this hole. So I'm hoping when we go to the place in the mall, they have like a better pin or something that's not gonna keep falling out. And it fits my wrist like a glove. It's so stunning, it's so beautiful. And I really hope I can get it fixed because I wanna bring it with me on vacation. Oh, it's so beautiful. I can't wait for it to get fixed today. All right, now that we got the one accessory out of the way, we're gonna start talking about clothes. So we can start with the items that I found for Mark. It is just two things, which really one of the things is mostly for me because he just doesn't know how to keep clothes from not getting holes in them at work. So this is what I thrifted for Mark. I got him the mountain tee. This is like the second mountain tee I've ever thrifted. I've seen a few of these many times in the thrift store, but I tend to not go for them because I'm very particular if I'm gonna have like a printed shirt like that. And then the other item that I found originally for Mark, but I think I'm gonna mostly keep it for myself, is this. I am almost certain that this is a Grateful Dead tee. I am not 100%. But upon investigation, it says Jester Tees 1991. But I think that this could be a reprint as well. So I don't know. So it could be a reprint, and if it is, I don't care. I really like the pattern, and I like that I got it for a cheap price, and I love the tie-dye. Now for the clothes that I found for myself. I'm very happy too because during this thrift trip, I actually took the time to go through every single women's aisle. I almost never go through the women's clothing because I don't know how to describe this, what I'm going to say, but sometimes I just don't feel like women's clothing fits my body correctly. I don't have a lot of shape. I don't have a lot of assets. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I finally went through all the women's sections, and then this is everything I found. I wasn't positive when I originally found this. It is like this super olive green J. Crew sweater. And I'm not positive about this color or my skin tone, to be honest with you, but I thought it could look really pretty, so I grabbed it. Another J. Crew item I found was this lovely cardigan. I actually just got rid of my last cardigan, and it's like a nice charcoal gray. It's pretty soft. It's not super long. I don't know, it's kind of giving me librarian vibes the more I look at it, but I did just kind of need something. I found a lot of outdoor brands while I was thrifting. As someone who lives in New England, it gets awfully cold and wet in the January to March winter months. So for me, it's very important that I wear clothes that are comfortable and warm, and I'm not wearing like 8,000 layers and feeling like the Michelin Man. So anyways, I found this LL Bean. I think it's like a waffle type of like underlayer kind of thing. It's this lovely burgundy. I really like this color. I think it brings out like the blue in my eyes, and it's like the Henley style with the partial buttons. This is questionable. This is definitely not something that I would say screams me, but I do have a vision for it on vacation, and it is this really cute like stripe button up. It's super lightweight, like super lightweight. And look at this tag. That's an old tag. It's 100% cotton. It looks a lot more vibrant in my viewfinder than it is in person, but it's like a muted kind of like the colors that I really like, the greens and the purples. So I was like, I'll just get it. This item is also not something I would say really screams Taylor. I really have always kind of wanted to own something like this, so I bought it. And it is this. I saw actually a few of these, or a few different things like this at the thrift store. It is this really interesting, like, doily-esque cardigan. I don't know, but I thought that this could be really cool to layer with, or just like add some texture to outfits. Here we have another LL Bean top. This is just a basic long sleeve. This looks super red on camera, but it is actually like this really pretty, like cranberry berry color. It kind of reminds me of the purple polo that I use in my trying to style myself video. And again, this is like a color I think that brings my eyes out, so. All right, this is a interesting one. This is, I think, the only one you can consider a fast fashion brand that I thrifted. Not that I really, I guess, care if a brand is fast fashion or not, but I do think that people should be at least aware that when they are buying fast fashion, like the implications of what that brings. There's nothing wrong with being aware, but I do think that there is something wrong with shaming people. We'll leave it at that. But the item I found, I think this is a Target or Kohl's brand, I'm not sure, but it is a divided white long sleeve with this super cute like lacing and bow detail. I've always wanted a shirt like this with like very dainty looking, so I'm very happy to have thrifted this. It's super thin, so it definitely needs something on underneath, but super cute regardless, and I think I could do a lot with this. This is probably the heaviest item I thrifted. It is this Lands and Grape purple sweater. That's it. Very basic. It's got a small V-neck in the front, but it's like a super heavy long sleeve. I think it's cute. I think it'll be like nice to wear like on top. And like there's like a few like small problems. I don't even know if you can see that in camera. There's like a few small things on it. Otherwise it's in great condition. I believe this is the only t-shirt I thrifted, but when I show it to you, you're gonna see why I bought it. These are embroidered on little flowers, and it is so precious. And I do really like this light blue color on me too, so it kind of worked out. And this is like a felty material it's like embroidered on top of. And I don't even know what brand it is because whoever owned it cut the original tag out. All right, we're finally getting down to the last few items. Up next is another loft shirt. This is like this super textured white sweater. I actually had something not really similar, but I did have like a white textured top from Loft from a friend of mine that I used to actually work with. I don't know if she watches my YouTube videos, but if she does, hi Kelly. That shirt she had for who knows how long, and then she gave it to me, I want to say 2020, and I actually just recently got rid of it because it had major staining because of a different item in my laundry, which was upsetting. But I got this cool textured one instead, or like more textured, because it's got like all these stripes, so I think it's like a little bit more interesting than plain. It's like less scratchy than the one that I had been given. Super cute. And it's funny too because I actually found this in like this exact sweater in a different color, in like that cranberry-ish color, but it pulled a lot more red compared to the other items in my cart, so and left it at Savers for somebody else. So this one I'm actually pretty excited to try to wear. It's not my most exciting sweater I found, but it is a very good one. It's like this gray, it feels like chenille, but I don't think it is. And it's slouchy and flowy, and it's got this lovely like sweater print in the color blocking. Oh, she is so cute. And she's gray, which is one of my favorite colors. I'm not sure if this is meant to be like mock neck or like turtleneck, but we'll see in the try on. All right, our second to last item is another basic. It is this brown basic sweater with a little, I think this is mock neck. There's also an older-ish brand. I say older-ish because like this style of tag, they don't really do anymore. I'm trying to wear more neutrals, so I bought it because it's brown and I only own one other brown shirt. Actually, that's a lie. I own 2 brown shirts. So this is a top that I actually found the day after the Thrift With Me clips, and it is this like weird sweater tank top thing, but it is an Abercrombie and Fitch item. You guys, this is my first ever Abercrombie and Fitch item. But I liked it because of like this like texture in the fabric. So I don't know if this color is gonna suit me though. It is very pale, so I might have to re-dye it a different color. And finally, Honestly, I think this is my favorite item out of the entire haul, which is why I'm saving it for last. Found this amazing turtleneck. And I'm not even a fan of turtlenecks, I really am not. But it is this. Is this not like the most sweatered sweater that you have ever seen to sweater? And then when you flip the turtleneck, oh my gosh! Probably my favorite item next to the really cool watch that we found today. And that is all that I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, I'm not positive if you did because I'm not sure how the thrift with me portion looks. But if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!